Hi, I'm Mary Ray. I'm a contributing editor with Threads magazine, and one of the things I love to do is play with fabric. I love making simple projects like purses and scarves, combining different fabrics, different textures, different colors. Now, when you go to do something like that, sometimes I just make piles of fabric to see how well they're going to go together. I have a few little piles here that I've put together for some kits I'm going to be using in a class, and I want to point out a couple of things that I look for. Certainly the colors should blend. You want the values to be similar, but of course you're going to use different colors. In this one I call it a muted bright combination, but I've added a nice intense satiny fabric to perk this one up, and of course the textures in the linens really add to it. And a couple of fabulous prints, even though you're going to cut them up, really give a lot of impact. Buttons, I like to play with buttons as much as I like to play with fabric, and it's fun to put them together in a project too. Sometimes I do something that's a little more monotone, like the greens and the blues. In this project here, I started off with a very nubby linen, using a little pin dot silk with it, some silk jacquard. Notice the difference in textures. The values change, but the intensity of the whole thing is rather similar. And then finding this wonderful black and white button that just seems to pop out. If you're into lighter colors, this little green that I don't find in the other colors, and yet it stands out in here and gives a little bit of an accent with these very pale neutral colors. Even adding a sheer can have some impact. When you put it over another fabric, you get a different look than if you just use it on a fabric that is the same color underneath. So it's all about texture and some pattern and, of course, color. Here's another one where I've added a little bit of sequins to make it shiny. This one has the purples and blues, so we have quite a few things going on here. To top a lot of these projects off, I couch some yarns over it, and that's going to add some definition to what you're doing. So look at all of these different things when you're putting together a project. How can you add impact to what you're doing? Once I've cut them out and pieced them onto a project and then trim around the edges, I am always so excited to see that I have created this surface that is like making a new fabric. So it really is a fun thing to do. So get out your scraps and try it.